Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
At Chapman, strike one to start the at-bat. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Calhoun has a read on it. He's got it, and there are two down now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in, Bruce Maxwell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. No balls and one strike. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it, and the inning is over. The A's strand one. Here's Jeffrey Marte now. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings. So it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And he makes the throw to first. Marte is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Swinging a soft liner. And Lowry won't be able to track it down. This gets through, a base hit.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit and get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Standing in now, Martin Maldonado, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. Looking at his career totals, Maldonado brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. No. Leading off the inning, Dustin Fowler, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. There's a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Gone to lead off the inning. And good for him. Dustin Fowler has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Line towards center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Here's Chris Davis now. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Piscotty leads off first with 1 away. hard hit ball to second. Kinsler's there for it. Cozart for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. But the A's inch a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Third baseman, Andrelton Simmons.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped him up. Semien backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The batter, number 3.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by Semien. Throw on to first takes care of Kinsler here for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a liner. Foul. The windup and the 0-1. And this is on the ground. For Lowry at short. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Angel ready once again. Matt Olson. He flew out in his last at bat. Ripped down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Shoemaker steps into his windup. Here he comes 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Here's Matt Joyce now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch. Missed with a slider.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded by Cozart. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now batting, Marcus Semien. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Cozart is there. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Justin Upton, comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Joyce is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in, Zach Cozart. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Joyce. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So now 2 away for Chris Young.
Chris Young.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
2 strike pitches, chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again.
Well, I think after that foul away, this pitcher can go almost anywhere he wants. That pitch was way off the plate and off speed. I'm surprised he even offered it that long.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that
digging in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fastball called for strike 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2. Two and 1. High in the air into shallow left center. Cozart ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line towards center field. Oh, what happened? He can't make the play. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So stepping in, Jed Lowry, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and a strike to count. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Fowler stands at second with 2 gone. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left stranded. Blake Trinan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Trinan is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high-velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 1-2. Here it comes. Chopped on the ground over to first. Olsen charging in on it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cole Calhoun. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a tick behind for a strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Behind 0-2 now. And it's 1-2. Looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw now in the Oakland pen. Hits softly out in front. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Martin.
Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Now batting, third baseman, Andrew.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Career against Blake Trinan. He's only 1 for 10. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sliders in for a strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Next up for the A's, Stephen Piscotty. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Designated hitter.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Nope. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Back up the middle. Cozart a couple of steps to his left. He's got it. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Ryan Dull is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 66.
Now in the box, Ian Kinsler. He was a ground-out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second. Simeon's there. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. At the plate, Mike Trout. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Joyce is right there as he takes it for the second out.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. A 1-1 now to Upton. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike. Stepping up to the plate, Matt Joyce. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Shoemaker's ready with the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Upton's under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Stepping up now, Marcus Semien. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a ball, 1-0. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Still even at 2-2. Last strike now for Oakland. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
With catcher, number 13.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Some guys have no...
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't have to be pretty all the time. A heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings.
MLB The Show is stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Third baseman number 2, Andrelton Simmons.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. To first. Gallo comes up with it. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, I'm excited to watch Justin Upton right now. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Center fielder number 27, Mike Trout.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
Ready on 1 and 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, you have to like the various skills that Sin-Soo Choo brings to the plate. He's a special player, no doubt. But at home, get this, he's hitting over 400. I mean, he's swinging the bat. He's hitting everything. He's just a very special player playing at home in front of these fans.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play. Ready now. First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded by Adore. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. Now that's popped up. Gallo has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Chris Young. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
His average coming into this one is just barely over 200. So he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. Ball one to start the at-bat. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-1. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And the spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first down. For the plate now for Texas is the DH, Nomar Mazara. Fastball in there for a called strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Here's Rougned Odor now. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
That's a ball.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Squared that one up just a little late. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Robinson Chirinos. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored. A wild pitch. Hit hard to third. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Profar, a 25-year-old. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Here's Jeffrey Marte now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, one away.
Right fielder.
At the plate, Cole Calhoun. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The windup and the 0-1. Now a flare out to left center. Profar is after it, and the Halos have their first hit of the game.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Martin Maldonado. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. 1-1 is strike two, swinging.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. The second for one, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. First delivery to him on the way. Hit back toward the mound. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your licks right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And a good decision there to sweep this away in foul territory and make him try it again. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. So next to the plate for Texas, Shin-Soo Choo. He reached on a single in his first try. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Choo has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Trout arranged to his left and put it away, 2 down. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Up next for the Rangers, Adrian Beltre. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And no advance, it's ball one. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Kinsler. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
No balls and 1 strike. Right side, hit hard from his seat. And the throw gets him at first base as he threw that one from his fanny, but he gets him anyway for the first down. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and this will be a base hit for Kinsler.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
He swings and misses. Throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Set. Here's the 0-1. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Justin Upton.
Justin Upton.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. And we'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. So 1-1 home. Fouled away. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Upton going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will score on the inside the park home run, and that was a gift right there.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. No outs, nobody on. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Stepping in, Rougned Odor reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. A ball and no strikes. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow, he wills it just enough until, clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. 1-2 to the Rangers catcher.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Ripped down the first base line. And this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Up next for the Rangers.
Into the box, Jurickson Profar. From the stretch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
62 pitches through 3 1/3 innings pitched. I don't think he's going to be.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able.
Fielded by Kozar. Kinsler for 1. And a good save at first on the offline throw, so they just get to 1. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider, and they can bring up something straight in the strike zone.
All right, fielder number 17.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Barney at second to Shields. At first, 2 out in the inning. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels.
Zach Cozart.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. Oh and 1, here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is popped up. Gallo waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Striding forward now is the DH, Chris Young, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
On to first, and Young is retired here, 2 away.
First baseman number 19.
Here's Jeffrey Marte now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is fouled at the plate. Again, he sends it out of play. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1-2.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Agur is there. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Up with it is Kinsler, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Up next for the Rangers.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Under it is Trout, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Nomar Mazara. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Hit hard to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rangers. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
0-1 the count. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. 1-1. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Rougned Odor. He'll start things out for the Rangers in their half of the 6th.
Rougned Odor.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. This is popped up. Simmons trying to get there, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher still 1 good pitch away.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Odor stands at second with no outs. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Odor is on his way home. He will score as they move on top 4-0.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now.
Left fielder, Jurickson Profar.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Cam Bedrosian is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. The 1-0 home. Sent on the ground out to second. And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1. Standing in, Darwin Barney. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through at 1 strike. One out and a runner on third. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And nothing game. And here's the 2nd generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he lays off for ball 1. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now both runners are breaking. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
2 down, runners at first and second. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Now at the plate, Joey Gallo. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt. Down 5. Another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Behind 0-2 now.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead. Oh,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. They do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Sent on the ground out to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in now, Mike Trout. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Takes this the other way to right. And Trout has himself a base hit.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Upton. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for this first base hit in this one. Long throw to third, and they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Young, and they're runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well, and one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
This is flared out towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 5-1 contest.
First baseman, number 19.
So coming to the plate, Jeffrey Marte. No hits to this point. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. I'm set with the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as decided. Striding into the box, Nomar Mazara.
Designated hitter, Nomar Mazara.
Jose Alvarez will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Jose Alvarez.
First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball off the plate away, it's ball one. The 1-1. Line to the right side. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So that's how they'll start out their half of the seventh inning. Ready for another chance? Rougned Odor. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Strike one to start the at-bat. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over.
And that's by him down the line in right.